video off with my chicken and quinoa burritos. It was better as a soup, as that says, and I will tell you why when we get there. I think that's everything you need, if you could even see that. So I just have my Instant Pot here. It's not on yet. I'm just going to toss in. I have 3 chicken breasts. I'm going to put those in. Cameron's going to dump in a can of corn. And these are really awesome because you just put whatever you have lying around, whatever kind of tomatoes you have. I chose quinoa if you want like potatoes, or you want rice, or you want to omit the grain, or you want to put some beans. That would certainly work as well. This is my new can opener that at this point, I have figured it out now, but at this point in the video, I could not figure out how to get this stupid thing off once it opened the can. I'm so sorry, you guys. I have the hiccups. And this is so cute right here. I caught this on camera. I didn't even know. After Cameron dumps the tomatoes in. It's just so cute. I did not like the smell of a can of tomato sauce. So I'm just going to cut up some onion here. If you don't like onions, don't put it in. That's perfectly fine. If you want more onions, put more onions in. We're not the biggest onion people. I've been really trying to branch out and cook with them, but as you'll see, I cut them really small, and I usually cook them to where there's not like a crunch that you can actually taste. He's such a good helper. All right, this is quinoa. I have the tricolor quinoa. It's a half a cup. I washed it, so that's why it's in a strainer. And teaching Cameron how to pour it in and bang it against the can is quite funny. I was watching this back and how just something that seems so simple, and it's like a kid has no idea what they're doing. It's super cute. But anyways, so got the quinoa in there. You can use seriously whatever you want. If you want beans, rice, lentils, you put anything that you want. This is just a made up recipe. I literally just shove stuff in a pot, so I have no measurements. I really don't measure anything anyways unless I'm baking. But that was taco seasoning, some cumin, and then I had I think it's garlic, salt, and onion powder, or onion, salt, and garlic powder, one or the other. I don't know, because as you see, they don't have labels. And then I'm pouring liquid in. So if you're going to do a grain, just make sure you're at least doubling your liquid so that it cooks correctly. This is where I probably should have put less, because then it would have been more of the consistency I was going for. Anyways, pop your lid on. Do not forget to do your sealing. I set this for 25 minutes on this particular video here, but I actually cut it down to 20. I don't know why I didn't show that. I wish I would have cooked it for longer. But I released the pressure there. Obviously the time had passed. And typically, if it was nice and soft, you could just kind of smush the chicken with a spoon. And if you use chicken thighs, I think it would take a little bit less time too. This is my 4th time trying to record this, so if I have repeated myself, I'm super sorry. My kids keep interrupting me, trying to tell them I just need 30 minutes without interruptions. So if I'm repeating myself, I'm sorry. But anyhow, I did have to take the chicken out and shred it with a fork, and it was kind of a pain. I'll be honest, it's not my favorite thing to do. I have seen people shooing the cat away because she smells the chicken. I've seen people use so many different methods to shredding chicken, so if you have any recommendations, by all means. But as you can see, it's like a really soupy kind of mush there, but I wanted a burrito, so I was going for a burrito with some vegan cheese, again, because I cannot have dairy. I did eat them. They were not my favorite things. My daughter, that's her bowl of soup right there. She ate it as soup with some tortilla chips. She loved it. All right, moving on. Air fryer breaded pork chops. This is one that I pulled from Pinterest, so I will actually get that ready as you see me kind of load up everything here. Let me find it. I was really excited about this. I'm trying to get that flour. Oh my goodness. I was talking for this video. Oh, I gotta stop watching it. I gotta look for the recipe. I'll let you guys enjoy. Oh, here we go. Air fryer pork chops. Yeah, that's what happens with flour. So of course I had to like refill my flour because I need flour for this recipe. So that was a disaster. I'm making everywhere. Flour got all over the place. Ay, ay, ay. Anyhow, okay. What do you need for this? So this is the breading station. And I'm reading, not watching, so hopefully I'm staying on top of what I'm doing. So 3 pie dishes. So you're going to add flour to 1, whisk together some eggs and Dijon mustard. I don't have Dijon mustard, I have honey mustard. Tasted fine. With some water, and then combine cornflakes with garlic powder, onion powder, and paprika. And then you want to make the cornflakes like a powder. And let me tell you, these suckers are sharp. I was doing it and I was like, man, this really hurts my hands. There's probably a better method. Anyways, again, it calls for a half a teaspoon of each of those. Oh, I just shoved whatever. Yeah, no need. Why dare do something? Whisking together. I think I forgot that I needed water yet. And mommy sneezes. Hopefully I didn't pee on myself. Okay, so here's what you do. You're going to take your pork chop and dip it in your flour. And I recommend 2 forks because they get pretty nasty when you dredge. I believe that's the word. Dredge. And I am certain if you do not have an air fryer, you can do this in your oven. It's just going to take longer. I don't know what I cook pork at. I think I cook pork at like 400, 375, something like that, for like 20 minutes. I don't know. Just cook it. Just make stuff up. Anyways, it goes from the flour into the egg wash, into the cornflakes, and voila. This was good. It was not good as leftovers. I will say that. It was really, really good. While we ate it, I think I cooked it a little bit too long. I'm still learning my air fryer, and it actually told me to cook it even longer. It's kind of crazy that the air fryer, I think I was supposed to cut this part out. Oh well. Not going back now. I'm looking at my potatoes because they're definitely old. Anyways, the air fryer cooks things like really, really fast. So moving along back to the Instant Pot, I'm going to wash my potatoes. I took off all the gross, gnarly things. Potatoes last a million years. They can be mushy. Whatever. They're clean. I'm stabbing them. My daughter's in my way. It's probably a significantly more proper way to do this, but whatever. Throw those in. I think my son throws in the water. Yeah. Add some water. We added some olive oil, probably on just one potato. He's learning. And he wanted to do the salt. He is my helper, and I swear I'm wearing pants. I didn't realize how inappropriate that looked until I was watching this back. Some veggies. This broccoli was actually not good. So we barely ate it, but it was just frozen broccoli I had that I got from Costco. I think I just had it a little bit too long, so we ate a little bit of it. Okay, anyways, shove your pork chops in the air fryer, 360 for, how long did I do it? 10 minutes. I think I should have done it for 8. They look really good, but then I got scared and I put some of the thicker ones back in, but they really do look really good. Look at that. All moist and yummy. Super good. Anyways, whatever. Potatoes are done. And I think I set those for 15 minutes. I don't know. I feel like everybody has different luck with pressure cookers. I just cook it, and if it's not done, I just cook it some more. Okay, moving on. Vegan black bean and tempeh tacos. These were friggin' delicious. I did not let my kids eat the leftovers because I wanted them, except my daughter ate some. But they were absolutely delicious, and I did make them with my fried taco shells. So that's what I'm doing right there, is getting that oil ready. Just cutting some onion. I'm going to saute that up as well. as well. I haven't even started. It's late. It is late. I'm tired. Anyway, onion into the pan with some olive oil. I've got the taco oil heating up there, but I ended up moving it because it was too hot to hold the tortillas over that pan. So anyways, I'm smashing my garlic. Garlic is so freaking sticky. How do people cut this? I literally do not understand. I mean, it is a complete mystery to me. Everybody who cuts garlic makes it look so darn easy. So heated up the onions first, tossing in the garlic now. And in that pot over there, I have, you can use whatever mixture you want, you guys. If you don't like tempeh, don't use it. Use ground beef. It doesn't matter. Use whatever you want. I just have a lot of tempeh because I used to be vegan. And I'm breaking it up. So if you do use tempeh, you just break it up, and it's kind of hard to break up, as you will see. But break it up. Anyways, in that pot over there, I have instant rice. Instant rice is my most favorite thing in the entire world because it's just literally a bag and you shove it in a pot and you let it cook for total probably 12 minutes, start to finish. So I broke up all the tempeh, and you are just going to give that a mix. It doesn't always change color or anything. I don't think it's a raw food. I don't really know. I should probably do more research on things that I eat, but whatever. I rinsed the black beans, tossed those in. My daughter is now putting taco seasoning, and I'm adding some water. And as you can see, still no measuring. This is just a made-up recipe. I don't have anything to link below for this one. But this is just what I do. I just like to kind of make things. The oil was definitely ready, as you can tell. To make these tacos, just whatever kind of oil, I really don't think it matters. And get it piping hot. And I taught my daughter how to do it, so she was taking over for me, which was awesome. But you just shove it in and hold it over. I did learn to dry them upside down because if you dry them flat, they will fold in half. Okay, I guess we're moving on. We're on to the rice now. I wanted to make a Mexican rice. I hope you caught my taco tutorial. Pouring in, I had tomato puree. I don't know why, but that's what I had, and I didn't use it all. But anyhow, my daughter was following along. She wanted to know how to make Mexican rice. So drained a can of corn, and back to the cumin. Gosh, I love cumin. It's so good. That much, I don't know. There's the garlic salt and or onion salt, I'm not sure. And then the other of the powder. Throwing it in, giving it a good mix-a-rooney, and salt, of course. I almost forgot salt. And then trying it. Gotta try it. And it was not spicy enough, or not flavored enough. So more cumin. More onion, I guess, and more salt. And then I think it was perfect. I do believe so. It was hotter than heck, but anyways, super good. There's our taco shells. My kids love this. We ate all of this up. All those taco shells. Oh my gosh, they're so good. I think it's the taco shells that make it. And here's my beautiful plate, my vegan cheese, olives, spinach, and my rice. Oh, so good. Okay, back to the air fryer. Salmon with pasta. So I was really wanting like shrimp scampi. This is nothing like shrimp scampi. I don't have shrimp. I don't have scampi. But whatever. If you even know how to make a butter garlic sauce, make that. Don't make what I made. I'm not good at making it. It was good. It made me happy. But anyhow, and then always a side of vegetables, whether it goes with anything or not. I had green beans, so I shoved those. I love this new pot. I got this at Goodwill. It was like $2 or something like that, and it fits in a lot of pots, actually. But I always had one of those steamer baskets. Anyways, I like that thing way better. I didn't start it yet, but it was sitting on there. So now I'm just taking off just the goop that's on top of salmon. And then there's always like some little, oh my gosh, scales. couldn't think of the word, scales. So I got the scales off, make sure there's no bones. Just toss some salt, little Mrs. Dash. It's the most amazing flavor in the world. No, but it's salmon. Salmon's good. I love me some salmon. So does my son. Olive oil. This cooked, again, I think I set it for like 8 minutes. I should have cooked it for 6. It's ridiculous how fast this thing cooks. Covering it in some lemon. Me and my son love lemon. It was just me and the 2 older ones for this meal. Cameron is not a fish fan at all, and Jalen is not either, but at least her I can, say eat it some. I gave her the tiniest bit. Oh, fettuccine noodles. I love and hate them all at the same time. You have to keep pulling them apart. It's such a pain in the butt. Let's see. Yeah, 10 minutes. I should have done 8 minutes, honestly. So I am attempting to be fancy here and make like a lemon butter garlic sauce for my pasta that I'm going to toss through it. And just trying to use up these lemons, get a whole bunch out, get my garlic and my butter ready. I need to look up recipes on how to make sauces. So anyhow, I did save some of that pasta water, which you'll see. But getting all the pasta out, I used that much butter, and I ended up using the rest of it as well. So I'm just melting the butter here. I'm going to explain to you the recipe as if it's actually the most amazing thing in the world, but here's my garlic. Just going to saute that up in the butter. It's like the best smell ever. That's all the lemon juice I got. Tossing that in. And then I think I pour in the water, the starchy water from the pasta. I know that's like the most amazing thing. If I didn't use the same pot, I would have left the pasta in the pot and just pulled it out and then put it directly into the sauce. Throwing in some olive oil, giving that a good mix around. And I think, salt. And I think I put more Mrs. Dash in it as well. I obviously have not watched these back. I just edited them earlier today. And that's what happens when you do voiceovers. It's a surprise to me too. So anyways, my pasta's like a clump, so it didn't work very well. And it was driving me nuts trying to mix it. Oh my gosh. Anyways, so I threw more butter in because, pasta's amazing with butter. Am I right? I love it. But look at all that sauce. Oh. That's the good stuff right there. Yum, 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 yum. It just dries up so fast. I don't know if I need more butter, more oil. I don't know. Whatever. It tasted good and it made me happy. Here's my beautiful salmon. Oh, so pretty. And then, of course, my screenshot of my food is subpar because it was late and there's no lighting in my house. I need to get one of those ring lights. Maybe when I reach a lot of followers, I can get a ring light. Anyways, here's my green beans. I just shoved more butter on them and some Himalayan salt and call it a day. I don't think I did anything else. Nope. Okay. So yeah, here's my plate. It's not the prettiest plate in the world. I put some of the vegan mozzarella on top, but man, this was delicious. Okay, moving along. I do know that my camera stopped recording just in the middle of me doing this. So I have a nice long pause screenshot here so I can read you the recipe because it completely cut off and a lot of important things. So anyways, this one I'm just getting all the nasty stuff off of the chicken. Oh, here we go. We're on the pause. Okay, getting all the nasty stuff off of the chicken. And we're going to cut the chicken into cubes. Oh, gosh, I got to find this recipe fast while it's on pause. Cut them into cubes, and then you want to cook it in a saute pan with some olive oil, but only for like a few minutes. And I'll link this recipe below because my goodness. But anyways, then you're going to take that out. Oh, here it is. You're going to take that out, and then you are going to cook up some potatoes. It says 1 pound baby Dutch yellow potatoes, whatever. I just had a bag of baby potatoes, so that's literally what I used. So you can see the potatoes in there, and then you cook those up for a few minutes, and then you toss your chicken back in. So I think we're up to date right now, or up to date. That's not the right term. Oh my gosh, that's lemon juice. Let's see. You guys watch, I'll read. So for the chicken, it says 1.5 pounds chicken breast, 1.5 tablespoons olive oil, and then salt and pepper. And then for potatoes, it's olive oil again, chicken stock, lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of garlic, 3/4 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon dried thyme, 1 teaspoon dried parsley, 1 tablespoon fresh oregano. I didn't have chicken stock, so I used my vegan chickenless flavoring. It was actually really, really good. And then I also, in here, I'm not sure where I'm at in the video, because I'm reading, I also put in some lemon zest, because I really like the flavor of lemon. So anyways, you put your chicken in the hot oil, cook it for just like a couple minutes, take it off, then put your potatoes in. It says to cook them for 10 minutes, and then reduce the heat to medium, add the chicken back, along with all of these ingredients you're seeing me shove in here. And we are going to stir. See my potato lit on fire? Kind of freaked me out. We're going to stir this. There's my lemon zest. Okay. And it says cover it for 5 to 7 minutes until the chicken and potatoes are cooked through. So that's what we did here. I served this with a tray of vegetables, which did not get shown either. These were all pre-cut. It was actually kind of gross because I don't know if you cook with Brussels sprouts. Excuse me. I'm stirring the veggies right now. But the Brussels sprouts had been in the jar a little too long. And when I opened them, they're actually kind of gassy. And my house smelled really bad. So anyways, this was really, really good. We enjoyed this one. Just not the Brussels sprouts. All right, last but not least, some healthy peanut butter banana muffins with chocolate chips. They were good. I would not have put chocolate chips in them. I don't know. I don't like chocolate chips in my food. And I found that half of a Pop-Tart while I was pulling those out. And so, I ate it. Because, I mean, what's life if you, who doesn't eat the whole Pop-Tart? Have you ever opened a package of Pop-Tarts and not eaten the whole I don't know who does that. But it was my son, because he came out later and asked where the other half of his Pop-Tart went. Okay. Anyways, I'm doubling this recipe because I had 6 bananas that needed to get eaten. That is specifically why I'm doubling the recipe. So, let's see. What do you need? Well, I'm doubling, but I'll read you the non-doubled. So, approximately 3 ripe bananas. Well, that's where we're at. Bananas. Lots and lots and lots of bananas. You are going to mush the heck out of those. Oh, preheat your oven to 350. Don't forget to do that. Smush your bananas until they look mushy. 2 large eggs. I, of course, have 4 because I'm doubling. I actually still have some of these left over. I need to eat them. We haven't finished them yet. It does call for a 1/4 cup of pure maple syrup. We ain't got that in this house. We got some Aunt Jemima's. So, it was good. I mean, can you go wrong? It's syrup, right? I don't know. Cameron always helping. All right, so that was a 1/2 cup for me. Okay, this was a total pain in the ass. I don't measure peanut butter. That, seriously, it took so long. It wasn't even the right amount. So it calls for a 3/4 cup natural creamy or crunchy peanut butter. And that took forever. So then I just scooped. I just took another, because that one was the end of that jar. So I just took another jar and I just threw peanut butter in it because, I mean, you can't mess that up. I think it's just the baking ingredients that are important, like the flour, the baking soda. Oh, and then some milk. What did I put? I did a full tablespoon recipe calls for a half milk of choice. I made a disaster making oat flour. All these stinking and recipes calling for oat flour, using all my oats, which is fine, but I made a mess. Anyhow, here you go. Some oat flour. What does it say? 1 cup gluten-free oat flour. You can make your own. That's what I did. I made my own. Just know that 1 cup whole is not the same as 1 cup powder. So you will have to add more. It calls for a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. I put that much. And then, let's see, a quarter cup, good Lord, quarter teaspoon of salt. That was a half for me. What is this? Baking powder, 1 teaspoon. So, of course, I doubled. I did 2. And it calls for a third a cup of mini chocolate chips. These are dairy-free. I put that much and a little more. And we're mixing. I'm so happy I have whisks that work. You have no idea. All right, so mix your dry ingredients into your wet ingredients. You should probably do it slower, but who's got time for that? Taking a drink break, my apologies. Anyhow, that's how it looks. It's definitely thick, definitely mushy. Spray your stinking pans, you guys. Oh my good heavens, don't ever forget to do that. I actually have those silicone ones, which they work great, but again, I was doubling and I don't have 24, I only have 12. So, let's see, what does it say? Well, I mean, you just shove it in there. I mean, I don't know what cup I was using, but I just filled them up and then made them even and, call it a day. I don't know how much. That much. They smelled really good, though. They were good. They weren't not good, but I'm also not a big chocolate fan, so that could be what it is, too, maybe. And here they all are, all beautiful. How long? 20 to 25 minutes. I think because I had both of them in there, I cooked them like 22 minutes. And then, even though I sprayed, they were still a pain in the rump to get out. But we got them. We got them. Oh, I better close this up because we are ending soon, aren't we? Yes, we are. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe for more. If you make any of these recipes, let me know if you try any of them out. I will link the actual recipes below. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.